presentation of RS Wolves TV.
Welcome back to RS Wolves TV, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Keeson Chaplin. Here with me is Mr. Jeremiah Jasso. We got a very special night tonight. It's senior night, it's super night, and your first matchup will be the Lady Wolves versus the visiting Buffalo Lady Bison. We'll bring more coverage to you guys here shortly on RS Wolves TV on YouTube.com.
We sell all kinds of things. It's all donated, and we're all volunteer. So everything but the overhead for the building goes over to the shed.
Welcome to
Hi, I'm Scarlett Ketcher with RS Wolves TV. Here I am with Crystal Robertson, the athletic trainer and now secretary for the high school office. Crystal, I just have a few questions for you today. One thing I wanted to ask you is what made you want to be an athletic trainer?
So my freshman year of high school, I was playing softball and I got injured, and I missed the rest of my softball career and basketball career as a freshman. And so going through that process is what made me want to become an athletic trainer. I wanted to do something that was sports because I love sports. I love watching anything, and I wanted medical. So I found athletic training, and that's what I wanted to do ever since freshman year of high school.
And when you were getting educated in that field, what was that experience like?
So, since I knew right from the start, I stayed with my degree program the entire time. So, freshman year, they started doing athletic training right away at Missouri State, where I got thrown in just watching for about 50 hours a semester. And then we had to do an interview process to get into the program for the next 3 years. And I was assigned to a different high school for a semester, then a college, and then clinic. So I got to work with Missouri State football.
Wow.
Freaking loved it. I got to travel with them. And then did Parkview High School for 2 semesters in Glendale. Then went back to Missouri State and did field hockey and lacrosse. And that was really cool.
That sounds cool.
I got to be with them for their last season.
Yeah.
And then I did a clinic and found out that I did not want to do rehab for a full-time job. I wanted to stay at high school. So did that for 5 years, then I just continued and got my master's for the next 2.
Wow, that sounds like a crazy and fun journey. Another thing that I was curious about, being an athletic trainer and a secretary now, what does your day look like? I mean, it has to be so busy.
I work out before I come here. So my day starts at about 4:30 in the morning.
Ooh.
Go to CrossFit, get my workout in, come home, get my kids ready. Then I start my day here at 7:15. And I stay in the office, which I freaking love. I love it so much. I love seeing all your guys' faces.
That's good to hear.
Walking through and seeing parents and everyone. Then after school, I start my athletic training job, and I'm here till after practices or games.
Is that difficult to balance all the responsibilities that you have?
Nope. So it's just kind of replaced from subbing that I would do full-time, and so secretary hours are basically the same. And then I just go straight into athletic training.
And the last thing I want to ask you is, what is your favorite part about being in Reed Spring?
This is my hometown. I was a 13-year senior, so coming back here and seeing all the generations of kids and parents is just what I love. I love being here.
Those are some great answers. Thank you so much,
You're
Crystal.
welcome. Thank you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to RS Wolves TV. It is a special night tonight, senior night and super night. We got coverage for both games here on RS Wolves TV. First up is your very own Reed Spring Lady Wolves versus the visiting Buffalo Lady Bison. I'm here, my name's Keaton Chaplin. Here next to me is Mr. Jeremiah Jaso. We got a great night tonight. How are you feeling about it?
I feel really good. I believe that our Lady Wolves are going to get a great win tonight, though, because the Buffalo Bison, I think that's how you say them, they're letting up 7 more points a game than they're scoring. So I believe that this Lady Wolves offense is going to score a lot tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough game for the Buffalo Bison for sure. Wolves coming in here at 18-6, and we'll get to introducing our Lady Wolves here right now. So there are your starting lineups: Sailor Johnson, Kylie Fitzwater, Emma Ray Thompson, and Allie Johnson. It's going to be a great night tonight, as you guys can see from the early game spectacles, and we'll get to tip off here in just a moment at Jim Holt Court. As we were saying just a little bit ago, the Lady Wolves, coming in here with a record of 18-6, they're looking to get that #1 seed in District 11 of Class 4. If they get that #1 seed, they'll get the first round bye and play the lowest seed in the next round. So their path to the state tournament goes through basically Clever. We split the game series with Clever so far this year, and we'll see how playoffs turn out as Buffalo wins the toss here. That's number 20, Kenzie Wilson, gets it back to Kenzie on the left side. Gets it to White, Leah White. Gets it over to Addie Armstrong. Armstrong to Watson. Over to Reed. Reed with the ball, heavily guarded by Allie Johnson. Johnson steals the ball. She's driving inside and gets the foul. Allie's first trip to the line on senior night. We'll see what she has in store. First one's off the back iron. Fun fact about Allie Johnson, she actually moved here to Reed Spring her sophomore year, moved all the way from Louisiana, played basketball early on as a child, as she misses that second one. But she has a lot of experience with basketball, and she's been one of the vocal points of this team. So over to White. White giving it up to Wilson. Wilson over to Armstrong. Back to Wilson at the top of the key. Closely guarded by Fitzwater. Back over to Bat. Then gets it to Wilson. Wilson loses it. Fitzwater tugging for it, and it's eventually stolen by Johnson. Sailor Johnson to the hoop. Draws the foul. She's going to the line for 2. That is already in this game Buffalo's second foul. They have to watch out and make sure they don't send the Wolves to bonus, because that could really be the poison for this Lady Bison team.
Yes, because they have. Also, another thing with that, they only have 6 players, I believe, able to play today, because 3 of them are already injured.
They only have 1 player coming off the bench for this varsity lineup.
So any foul trouble could hurt this team.
Yeah.
Majorly.
Both of them splashed home by Sailor, and the first blood is stricken by the Wolves. Buffalo looking to answer. Armstrong has it. Jab step off the screen. Step back. Gets it out. That's Bat. Pump fake. Gets it back to Bat. At top of the key. Hands it off. That's Reed. Reed with the hezzy. Over to Wilson for three. No good. Rebound Bison. Back to Wilson. Drives in off Sailor. No help, and she goes to the lane. Gets it up and in. So now tie game here, 2 apiece. Sailor's going to bring it up for the Lady Wolves in what will be one of their first actual offensive possessions of the game. Allie's going to drive in, spins back out to the corner. Back out, Fitzwater for three, no good. Rebounded by Branson and stolen by the Lady Bison. That's White moving up court, gets it off, back to White. Back over to Armstrong. Armstrong gets it to Wilson. Wilson, step back three off the screen, way off the mark, and rebounded by Sailor Johnson. Sailor able to get it back in her arms. She's going to drive down court. And Alyssa Finney-Allen will look to check in for the Lady Wolves. Thompson with the ball. She gets it out to Johnson. That's Sailor on the corner. Good defensive switch here by the Lady Bison. Gets it up Thompson, back to Fitzwater. Fitzwater cross court to Sailor. Sailor back to Fitzwater. Wolves doing good ball movement here. Up, no good. And the Lady Bison will track it down. Kenzie Wilson gets it out. That's Reed. Back to Reed, gets it back to Wilson. Wilson and Reed keep playing, keep away from the Wolves. Tipped out of bounds, last touch by Allie Johnson. And now Alyssa Finney-Allen will come in for Lindsey Branson. Buffalo able to inbound it here. High arcing pass, gets it, and there's nobody down low in the paint. That pass thrown away. Wolves will take over possession.
That's the third turnover tonight by the Buffalo Bison in just this first quarter alone. That's going to be a big key to this game.
Sailor's going to bring it up for the Wolves. She gets it out to Finney-Allen. Finney-Allen pump fake, gets it to Fitzwater. Fitzwater closely guarded. Johnson down low to Thompson. Thompson gets it back out to Johnson. Fight for the ball. And we got tumbling bodies here. Possession will stay with the Wolves. It was called a jump ball. Alternating possession arrow goes in the Wolves' favor. Allie gets it out to Thompson. Thompson and Fitzwater. Fitzwater to Johnson, way behind the arc. No good. Rebound, Buffalo. Stolen by Finney-Allen in the paint. No good. Rebound. Gets it back to Fitzwater. Pump fake up. No good. Rebound, Finney-Allen. Outside, Sailor for three. No good. Rebound, Buffalo. And after all of that, the Bison end up keeping possession. Here we go. Buffalo is going to bring it up. That's Wilson. Wilson out to Armstrong. Armstrong down low, tipped away by Thompson. Out of bounds. It will stay Buffalo possession. Current score 2-2. All knotted up with 3:22 left in the first quarter.
These defenses for both sides have been playing very well. Very well.
Yeah, absolutely. And a 5-second violation is called. Wolves will take possession. Buffalo took too long to get the ball in. Taylor's going to get it to Thompson. Thompson back out to Alley. Alley gets it to Finney Allen. Back to Saylor. Good ball movement here by the Wolves. Down low, Finney Allen gets it back out. Grace Johnson. Pump fake Alley, back outside Grace. She's going to drive in, gets it to Saylor. Back out, Finney Allen for three. Yes! That is the first field goal made for the Wolves. Comes at the hands of a Finney Allen three, and Wolves take a 5-2 lead. Aggressive here defensively. Girls fighting for it. They're going to call a foul on Thompson. So Buffalo will keep possession. Allie Johnson getting checked out here for, I believe, Kylie Fitzwater coming back into the game. Good defense here by the Wolves. A long three. Yes! Leah White with the three. Saylor's going to bring it up for the Wolves. Outside, Finney Allen. Gets it to Fitzwater. Down low, Saylor. She's going to drive in. Tries to lay it up. No good. And they're going to call, I believe, out of bounds. Last touch by Buffalo, so Wolves will keep possession. Got to get it out, and she does. Gets it to Thompson. Thompson outside Saylor. Good pass there. Saylor's going to drive in. No good. Lady Wolves have to slow it down on offense. Here we go, Buffalo with some good ball movement here. Driving in, stolen by Thompson. Multiple Wolves there on coverage, but Thompson gets the steal. Grace Johnson outside. Crossover, gets it to Kylie Fitzwater. Fitzwater gets it down to Saylor. Saylor fading back and lays it in. Back to a 2-point lead here, 7-5 with 1:12 left in the first. Buffalo driving in. Outside to White, back to Armstrong. Back down low, White. Spin move off the glass and no good. Rebounded by Thompson. Good defense there by the senior. Saylor's going to direct traffic. Gets it out to Fitzwater. Fitzwater's doubled. Gets it cross court to Saylor. Gets it back to Fitzwater. Back to Finney Allen. Finney Allen has a lane. She's going to take it. And they're going to call a foul on the floor. Wolves will keep possession. Here we go, Wolves with the inbound. Fitzwater way outside Saylor. Saylor at the logo, gets it to Finney Allen, gets it out to Allie. She checked in just a moment ago for Thompson, I believe. Saylor driving in, floater up, no good. Rebounded by her sister, Allie, foul, no good. She'll get two at the line. Allie already went to the line earlier, missed both of them. This time, though, she gets her first. 8-5 now, a 3-point lead. That one off the rim, but rebounded by Finney Allen. Here comes Allie for three, no good. Rebounded by Grace, layup, no good. Rebounded Finney Allen again. The grit, Fitzwater, no good. Rebounded finally by Buffalo. Buffalo getting fast break down court, no good. And that will be the end of the first quarter. Your score 8-5 here heading into the second. Welcome back to RSWolves TV, ladies and gentlemen, here at Jim Holt Court. The Wolves and Bison with a relatively low-scoring quarter. The score right now, 8-5 at the end of one and going into two. Keeson Chaplin here at Jeremiah Jasso. Let's see what both teams have in store this quarter. Buffalo has the arrow. They'll start with the ball. Gets it outside cross court. That's Wilson with the ball. Gets it out to Armstrong. Armstrong to White. Down low through the hands of number 5, Grace Batt, and out of bounds. Wolves will take possession here as Saylor brings it down court. Gets it out to Fitzwater. Fitzwater driving in, gets it to Thompson. Thompson to Johnson, foul! And it was in the act of shooting, so Allie will go to the line for two.
That's Allie's third time going to the line already in this beginning of the second
so far,
quarter.
1 for 4 on free throws tonight for Allie Johnson. And that fifth one, no good. 1 for 5 now. Wolves have to start capitalizing on these free throws. No good, rebounded by Finney Allen. That one's up and no good, rebounded by Buffalo. Gets it outside. Driving in, no good. Rebounded by Alyssa Finney Allen yet again. She has been the rebound monster for most of this game. Saylor outside Fitzwater. Fitzwater to Allie, gets it to Finney Allen. She's going to drive in outside Fitzwater, down low Thompson, back out to Allie. Allie's going to chuck up a three, no good. And trying to get the rebound off the hands of Thompson and out of bounds. Buffalo will take possession.
Those rebounds are going to be very good, very key to this game if this game's going to keep staying a low-scoring game.
Here we go. That pass goes away, and Wolves can't come up with it. Buffalo keeps possession. Wilson off the screen. Fitzwater close in coverage. That pass is stolen by Finney Allen, tipped away by Thompson. Finney Allen driving to the hoop outside Fitzwater. Saylor to Allie. Allie chucks up another three, no good. Rebound Thompson. Back out Fitzwater for three. Yes! 11-5 now, a 6-point game. Buffalo's going to take it down court. Wilson in the lane, blocked, and a foul. Fans not in agreement. But either way, refs called it, and Buffalo will go to the line to shoot for two. First one's up, no good, off the iron. Wilson's second is in. Brings it down to a 5-point game. Sailor out to Grace. Grace back down low. Sailor inside Thompson. Back out. Alley gets it to Grace. Driving in. And stolen here by Buffalo. Reach-in foul. It is going to stay Buffalo ball. Here we go outside. Ooh, almost stolen there by Johnson. That was Alley trying to tip it away. She's close in coverage. Screen on Finney Allen. Wolves have to switch. Gets it down low. White poked away. Johnson trying to get to it. It's going to be a pushing foul. And it was on Buffalo, so the Wolves will take back possession. Sailor coming down court with the ball. Gets it outside to Alley. Chucks up a three. Rattles around and no good. Rebounded by Finney Allen. Finney Allen back out to Alley. Alley cross court. Sailor, no good. It will go out of bounds and Buffalo will take back possession. And Kaylee Howe will come in now for Allie Johnson. She's been in a little bit of a slump here tonight. Wilson gets it to Armstrong. Gets it to White. Back to Wilson for three. Yes! 2-point game now. Wolves need to get on their high horse offensively. Outside Grace. Down low Thompson. Back to Howe. Gets a cross court Sailor to Finney Allen. Grace Johnson for three. Yes! As one hits, another answers back. Back to a 5-point game. Buffalo driving in, no good. Rebounded by the Wolves. Sailor's going to bring it up court. Just over 4 minutes remaining in the half. Grace outside. Sailor, long three. Yes! Yes and yes, got it again. 17-9. An 8-point game. Down low, no good. Good defense here by the Wolves. Rebounded by Grace. Grace is going to bring it up court, gets it to Sailor. Sailor in the corner. Gets it to Finney Allen. Finney Allen gets it to Sailor. Sailor's going to chuck up another one. No good. Rebounded Finney Allen. Thompson down low, spin shot. Gets it to Grace, a push foul. It will be on the floor, so the Wolves will keep possession. That's foul number 3 for Grace Batt. That's no bueno for this Buffalo team who, as we know, are already shorthanded, and having a player at 3 fouls in just the first half is not going to help that at all. Outside, Sailor for 3. No good off the front iron. Rebounded by Alley. Gets it up. Yes! She gets her first field goal of the game. Driving in for Buffalo's floater. Up and in. Sailor's going to bring it up for the Wolves. Sailor gained the play from Asbill and Tate. Damon Asbill has done such a great job with this program since he's taken over, and Tate, as the assistant coach, has done wonderful things. Sailor, high arcing shot stolen by Buffalo. They keep possession here, gets it out to Wilson. Wilson crossover. Gonna get it over. Block shot from Allie Johnson. That altered shot rebounded by the Wolves. Allie's gonna drive in, back out Saylor, gets it to Finney Allen for three. No good. Rebound Howe. Howe is swiped away and out of bounds. Here we go, Saylor outside, driving in. Floater up, no good. Rebounded by Howe, she gets it up, no good. Rebounded by Finney Allen. Saylor gets it to Allie for three. No good. Rebounded from Buffalo. Wilson's gonna bring it down court, no good. Blocked shot by Saylor. She got a hand on it, alter the shot, rebounded by Allie. 1:45 left in the half. Thompson, cross court to Saylor. She's wide open for three. Will she get it? She will! 22-11. The Wolves have doubled up the Buffalo Bison, and this court is fuming. A huge output tonight for senior night, and it helps. So the Wolves, 22-11, and they've used that three-point game to really help them out, Jeremiah.
Yes, they have. Saylor Johnson hit a lot of threes for this Lady Wilson. And the turnover margin for the Wolves, they've only turned the ball over 3 different times, and the Buffalo Bison has turned it over 6 times, just let alone in his first half.
Yeah, that's not a formula for winning at all.
No.
And whenever you're already short-handed as you are, you have a player with 3 fouls already in the first half. That's not a good sign. A lot of these girls on Buffalo are not going to be able to get a sub out. They're not going to be able to get any rest time. And the coach has to draw that up accordingly. And this is where conditioning comes into play.
This is where conditioning comes in, and determination and grit. Because if you are not determined, you will not be able to survive this whole fourth quarter.
Here we go, Buffalo outside. Wilson closely guarded. She gets past mid-range, up and away, got it. Able to cut into the margin just a tidbit, but here come the Wolves. Saylor with the ball, storming up court. Gets it out to Kaylee. She gets it to Thompson. Thompson threw it away. That ball is going to go out of bounds, and it will be Buffalo ball here on their front court as well. So the Wolves now need to draw up this defense accordingly. Howe subs out, and I believe Grace Johnson, or no, excuse me, I think it was Emerade Thompson that came in for the Wolves. Spin shot up on the way, no good. Rebounded by Finney Allen. 45 seconds remaining in the first half. Saylor brings up for the Lady Wolves, gets it out to Grace. Grace looking the defense over, gets it outside. That's Allie. She drives in, mid-range, up, no good off the front iron. Rebounded by Thompson. Thompson outside. Grace for three. No good. Rattles out. Rebounded by Johnson. Saylor gets it. Yes! 25-13. 12-point advantage for the Wolves. Stolen by Thompson. 12 seconds left. Wolves want to get this last shot up. Gets it out down low to Saylor. Hooking shot, no good. And it's going to go out of bounds. Buffalo will take possession with 4.3 remaining in the first half. Wilson outside for three. No good off the back iron, and that will be the end of the first half. Your score, 25-13. Wolves in front by 12. We'll be back here shortly on RS Wolves TV on YouTube.com.
and we're all volunteer. So everything but the overhead for the building goes over to the shed.
Welcome to 417 Lumber, your local source for building materials in the Tri-Lakes area. 417 offers competitive pricing on foundation materials, lumber, windows, siding, hardware, and more. With their unmatched service and industry knowledge, make 417 Lumber your partner in all your building needs. We'll conveniently be located just off Highway 13. We look forward to seeing you soon. Go Wolves!
Welcome to Bone Stones and Landscape Supply here at the corner of Main Street and Highway 76 West. We have a wide variety of supplies, including some topsoil, a 3/4 inch granite, a red and black granite, as well as a 2.5 inch river rock. We can deliver, you can come pick it up in your truck or trailer. You can even bring a 5-gallon bucket if you have smaller projects that you're trying to do as well. We are always willing to work with our customers to try and meet their needs.
Welcome to Southwest Rehab. Our dedicated team of therapists are here to support you every step of the way. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, managing chronic pain, or aiming to improve your overall mobility and strength, we're committed to helping you achieve your health and wellness objectives. Let our team help you meet your goals.
My name is Mike Adams with Championship Martial Arts. We offer martial arts training for everyone ages 5 and up. Jab, cross, jab, cross, hook, cross, cross.
When are we going live again?
Welcome back to our Sports TV, ladies and gentlemen, here at Jim Holt Court. Your current score, 25-13. Your Lady Wolves on top by 12. Jeremiah, what do you think the Lady Wolves did that last half that proved faithful? What do you think the Lady Wolves did last half that worked well?
Oh, so I think that they did really well on the rebounding and limiting turnovers. They only had 4 turnovers that whole first half, which is way less than what the Lady Bisons had. They had over 7. So I believe that rebounding and turnovers is two big reasons why that Lady Wolves are ahead. And also another reason is because they have so many more players, so they can just constantly be fresh playing, while the Bison cannot do that.
Here we go, Wolves with the ball to start off. Sailor for 3, no good. Rebound, Thompson. Blocked, gets it up, shot up, no good. Rebounded finally by Buffalo. Cherry picked on the other end. Buffalo has it, gets it out to White. Back to Wilson for 3. Rattles out and back in. Buffalo strikes first blood, brings it within 9 points now on the scoreboard. Outside, Finney Allen gets it to the corner. That's Sailor. Sailor slings it, stolen by Buffalo. That was number 5, Grace Batt, with the steal. Outside. That's Armstrong at the top, gets it to Wilson. Wilson, ooh, screen on Grace. She falls down, and that one is splashed. 2 straight threes for Buffalo to start out this second half. Wolves need to get on their high horse offensively, up by only 6 points now. Outside alley for 3, no good. Rebound by Buffalo. Wilson bringing the ball down court. Letting her offense set up, gets it outside to Armstrong. Armstrong to White. White spin shot off Thompson. Up, no good. Rebound, Sailor. Sailor gets it to Alley. Alley, high arcing pass to Thompson. Back out, Finney Allen. Gets it to Grace. Grace to Alley. And a reach-in foul on Buffalo. That'll be on number 11. That is Kenna Reed. Here we go, down low, Finney Allen fouled. And we are going to the line for 2. Ladies and gentlemen, a little bit of an update here on RS Wolves TV. Originally, we planned on doing the girls' game and the boys' game not on the same stream. We're going to do girls' game on a separate stream from senior night and the boys' game. However, that has changed. We are now going to do everything on this one stream. So even after this game is over, do not turn away, because soon after we will have senior night festivities, and then soon after that we will have the boys varsity game versus Buffalo. As that second free throw, no good. Tracked down by Thompson, stolen by Reed. Reed getting doubled up by the Wolves. Can't go anywhere with it. Stolen by the Wolves. Thompson saves it. Inside pass. Grace up. Yes! Amazing unison there for the Reed Spring Wolves as they now are up back to a 9-point lead. Outside is Armstrong. Gets it to Bat. Bat to Wilson. To White. No good. Rebound. Finney Allen's going to bring it up for the Wolves. Gets it to Saylor. Saylor's going to get a screen from her sister, Allie. Saylor outside to Grace. Grace gets it stolen after her pass was not on target of Finney Allen. Doubled up and gets it out of there. White will take it. Covered by Thompson. She loses it. Goes out of bounds. Here you go, Saylor is going to bring it up for the Wolves. Gets it to Finney Allen. She's closely covered, gets it back to Saylor. Tipped away by Buffalo and stolen yet again. That one's up for grabs. Allie steals it back. Brings it down court, gets it to Saylor. Saylor up, no good. Rebounded by Thompson. Thompson outside Saylor. Gonna pass it up, gets it down low to Finney Allen. She gets it up and in. An 11-point game now for the Wolves. For three, no good off the front iron. Easy rebound goes to Thompson. Saylor going to get it outside to Allie. Gets it down low. Thompson. Thompson back out. Saylor for three. No good. In and out. Rebounded by Finney Allen. Allie for two. No good. Rebounded by Finney Allen over the back and a push. Or sorry, no, they're going to call jump ball here as Buffalo keep possession. Allie and Kaylee Howe come out for the Wolves as Fitzwater and Grace Johnson check in for the Lady Wolves. Reed Spring able to keep their benches and starting lineup fresh. Saylor closely guarded by Bat. Gets it to Armstrong, pump fake. Back to Bat, hands it off to Wilson. Wilson's going to drive in. And a reach-in foul. I believe that was going to be in the act of shooting. She's going to go to the line for two. Sorry, they cleared it up. It was on the floor. The foul was on the floor, so Buffalo will just inbound it here instead of getting a trip to the line. Outside pass, gets it to Wilson, covered by Grace. Grace with some good defense here, gets it over to Reed. And whistle's blown. There's going to be a foul on the Wolves. I think it was on Thompson. Thompson getting a, just talking to the ref, seeing what she did wrong there and how she can improve. Good sportsmanship there by the senior. Gets it to Wilson, down low to White, and a reach-in called on Thompson. Bucket does not count, and it will be on the floor. So Buffalo just keep possession here, not a trip to the line. White falls down for Buffalo, and ball's on the ground now. Wolves try and get it. They're going to call a push on Grace Johnson. Now the Wolves are starting to rack up the fouls. They have to be careful now with 4 in the half. So Buffalo will continue to keep possession as Allie Johnson comes in for Emma Ray Thompson. Armstrong gets it to Wilson. Wilson bringing it up, gets it to Reed. Reed over to Bat to Armstrong. Armstrong gets it to Reed. Reed for three, closely guarded, no good off the front iron, and rebounded by Saylor. The Wolves finally get possession here. Saylor's going to bring it up for the Wolves. Letting her offense set up. Gets it over to Fitzwater. Fitzwater crossover. She's going to drive in. Up. No good. Rebounded by Buffalo. Wilson's going to drive in for the Wolves. Gets it out to White. Long three. Off the front iron. No good. Needed more juice on it. The Wolves will take possession. Saylor gets it to Fitzwater outside. Over to Grace. Back to Fitzwater. Over to Saylor now. Saylor on the near side wing. Gets it over to Allie, far side wing. Pump fake, drives in, back to Saylor. Cross court, Fitzwater for three, no good. And rebounded by Buffalo. Not much offensive output for either team so far in this third quarter. Way over the head of Reed. Armstrong tried to get it to her, and it will go out of bounds. Wolves will take back possession. Here we go, Fitzwater. Gets it inbounded for the Wolves. Saylor's going to come up for the Wolves. Gets it outside Fitzwater. Back down. Saylor cannot reel it in, and taken away by Buffalo. Wilson gets it to Armstrong. Wide open for three. No good. Rattles out. Rebounded by Fitzwater. Saylor's going to bring it up court for the Wolves. Gets it over to Allie. Over to Saylor. Outside three. No good off the front iron. Rebounded. Fought for, and an over the back foul, which actually isn't a thing. It's considered a pushing foul, is called on Buffalo. So Wolves will keep possession. Howe will look to come in for the Wolves. And now a little bit of discussion here. Now will come in for Grace. Allie inbounds it to Saylor. Outside Finney Allen, and a travel called on Alyssa. As the Wolves now have had a lot of turnovers in the second half.
They've had 4 turnovers, let alone in this one quarter. They only had 4 in the total in the first half. I think that's what's causing them not to score as much as they did in the first half.
Yep. This court is loud. Just under 30 seconds left off the front iron. Rebounded by Alyssa Finney-Allen. Finney-Allen's going to bring it up for the Wolves. She gets it out Fitzwater. Back over to Finney-Allen. 11 seconds. 9, and stolen by Buffalo. Stolen back by Saylor. Saylor has 3 seconds to get a shot off. Gets it up. No good. And that will be the end of the third quarter. Your score going into the fourth, your Wolves up by 11, 30-19 here on RS Wolves TV. Here we go, out of the timeout break. Your score 30-19. Wolves up by 11. Buffalo has some work to do to get back into this one.
I believe that they need to limit all those turnovers they've had, and those turnovers cost a lot. And if just a few of these shots fall for Buffalo, this game's way closer than it is right now. But they need to eliminate the turnovers and just get a few more rebounds, and they're right back in it.
Yeah, and you remember in that first quarter, neither team really did much in terms of offensive output, but in that second quarter, they exploded offensively, more so the Wolves' offense did. We'll see if tails are the same as it looks to be as Fitzwater splashes home a three. Wilson bringing it up for Buffalo. Gets it outside Reed. Reed tightly covered by Alley. Gets it down low to White. Off the backboard and in. Saylor gets it to Alley. Alley gets it back to Saylor. Down low, Thompson, no good. Rebounded here by Armstrong, and Buffalo will take back possession. Still a 12-point game here. Wolves leading 33-21. Good job there by Saylor to get in front of the pass and steal it. Fast break opportunity coming here for the Wolves. Up, no good. Off the bottom of the backboard. And here we go, fast break, 2-on-1. That one's up and good. Buffalo now makes it a 10-point game. Saylor bringing it up for the Wolves. Ooh, Saylor trying to pass it, and it's stolen here by Buffalo. Wilson bringing it up. And that one's up, got it! With another and one opportunity coming up for the Wolves. For Buffalo.
Yeah, the Wolves have went from having 4 turnovers in the first half and Buffalo having 8. Now Buffalo has 11 and Wolves have 10, so they've had 6 turnovers in this second half, which is way more than they had in the whole first half, and there's still a lot of time left in this game.
Yeah, a very good idea there by Asbill to call that timeout. The game's kind of getting away from this Wolves team. The lead is back down to just single digits at 8 points. So you got to wonder what kind of adjustments will Asbill make. Again, he's done such a great job as the head coach for the past 2 years for this Wolves team. Went 15-10 last season. Went far in districts. They went to the district championship, lost to Logan Rossville. Logan Rossville's no longer in our district, so that was huge. And now he's just got to worry about Clever this year. And with an 18-6 record, the Wolves are looking really good. Again, their only really tough competition will be against Clever, who will look to get the number 2 seed, and the Wolves will look to get the number 1 seed going into districts.
Yeah.
(33-25) coming out of the timeout break. Your 5 on the floor for the Wolves is Fitzwater, Grace Johnson, Alyssa Finney-Allen, Saylor Johnson, and Emma Thompson. As that will be number 20 at the line. That's Wilson. Kenzie Wilson had the 2-pointer and cannot convert the and one. Rebounded by Thompson. Stuck in the corner and gets it out to Grace. Gets it to Saylor, and Saylor will run it down court for the Wolves. Buffalo playing a little bit more physical on defense now. Fitzwater driving in. Floater up, no good. Out and rebounded by Buffalo. Gets it down court to Wilson. Wilson's going to get doubled up and finally is going to get one-on-one coverage against Grace. Gets it over to Armstrong, tightly covered by Finney-Allen. This one's up and away, no good. Rebounded by Saylor. If the Wolves score just a couple more points, you got to think that could compel them to a win tonight.
Yeah.
With 5.5 left in the fourth quarter. Finney-Allen loses it, got to get back on it, and she does. Saylor on the near side wing, going to drive in for the Wolves. Push, and they're going to call a charge. Sailor just trying to create space, had to use her body.
And
gets called.
Yeah, and evidently used too much of it.
Fitzwater coming out for the Wolves, and in comes Allie Johnson. Still an 8-point game here. Gem Holt Court ablazing. 3 on the way. No good off the front iron and rebounded by the Lady Wolves. Alyssa Finney-Allen, who definitely leads the team in rebounds tonight, gets another one. Outside, Allie Johnson. Allie outside to Grace. Grace back to Allie. Allie down low, Thompson. And a push foul there on number 3 for Buffalo. That's going to be called on Leah White. Wolves keep possession. Allie will inbound it here for the Wolves. And that one is stolen here by Watson. And they're going to call a charge. Grace Johnson puts her body on the line for the team. And you can hear the explosion from the crowd as they got that call. Sailor's going to bring it up for the Wolves. Gets it to Grace. Grace back over to Sailor on the near side wing. Tight coverage. Reach in. That's going to be foul number 4, I believe, for Buffalo in this quarter. Sailor gets it on the inbound. Over to Allie. Gets it back in her hands. Gets it over to Grace. Finney-Allen gets it to Sailor. Tight coverage here by Buffalo. Finney-Allen over to Allie. They're just going to let her shoot. No good. Off the iron and rebounded by Buffalo. Down court in a hurry. Gets it up and in. It's a 6-point game now. 4 minutes left in the contest. Allie gets it down to Sailor. Back outside. Allie gets over to Alyssa. Alyssa over to Allie. Back outside. Grace for 3. No good. Rebounded by Buffalo. Wilson driving down court. And a charge again. Grace Johnson again draws the charge. What an effort to get her feet set. And, oh no, this is not good for Buffalo at all. It looks like number 20, Kenzie Wilson, is shaken up after that last play.
Which is not good because that means that they're going to have to start all 5 of the players and have no bench players.
And if she's out for the rest of the game, I mean, you got 3.5 straight minutes of basketball to be played. But I think she's going to be good. I believe she might have just gotten a cramp in her calves because the team doctor looked to be having her doing some calf raises, getting the calf all stretched up nice and good. So we'll see if that becomes a factor for the rest of the game. But still yet, 33-27, Wolves are only up by 6 now after being up by as much as 12 just a moment ago.
They're limiting their turnovers and making a little bit more of those shots, and then they're causing more turnovers, so that's putting them right back into this game. The Wolves need to limit those turnovers and control the ball, and they can put this game away.
3.5 minutes of basketball to be played. Wilson comes back out on the court. The only one on that bench right now is McKenna Reed for Buffalo. Fitzwater's going to come over and inbound it for the Wolves. Buffalo is not going to play any press defense.
I think that's just to keep his players healthy, because, or not healthy, but not fatigued, where they don't have to run around a lot, and just keep them fresh as they possibly can for the last 3 minutes of this game.
4 fouls on the scoreboard for Buffalo, so if they get one more foul, then it's to the bonus for the Wolves. Jump ball, and it's going to go in the possession of Buffalo. The arrow favors, and Buffalo will take possession.
If the Buffalo coach wants to press, it's going to be a risk reward. If they're gonna do that, then they're going to have less energy and way more tired before the end of the game. And if they don't press them, then they're going to obviously get to half court before even threatening to get a turnover. So it's just a risk reward.
And stolen here by the Wolves. Thompson swipes it away. 3 minutes left in the game. 6-point lead for the Wolves. Saylor gets it to Alley. Over. Lost by Thompson. Stolen by Buffalo. And the Bison now with a 2-score game, looking to bring it just a little bit closer. Wilson, pump fake over now to Bat. And a travel is called here. Good defense there by Grace Johnson. Number 3, Leah White traveled. Or sorry, no, that was number 10, Addie Armstrong. The Wolves need to get a bucket here, as Reed will look to check in for Buffalo. Saylor gets it to Thompson. Thompson over to Alley, gets it over to Finney Allen. Back over Fitzwater, mid-range, up, no good, rebound Thompson. Back outside, Fitzwater has time, pump fakes, tougher shot on the way, no good, rebounded by Alley. Alley. Floater over to Saylor. Fitzwater for 3, no good. Rebound, Finney Allen loses it, gets it to Saylor. Get it again. Yes! Off the iron, off the backboard and in. 36-27, 9-point differential between these two teams. And a reach in on Fitzwater. 1.5 minutes remain in this game. A 9-point game. 3 possessions. All 3 of them have to be 3-pointers in order to just tie it.
Yeah. 3 points per possession. That's, yeah, like you said, 3 points, or it's a foul and one.
Floater up. Stolen by Thompson. Gets it to Saylor. And now the Wolves with possession. 1:15 remaining in the game. Saylor, Fitzwater for 3. Good! 12
This
points!
game's all but over. I don't believe they could score 12 points in a minute.
Swiped away and a reach-in called on Fitzwater. .5-point advantage for the Wolves as time starts to tick in. 50 seconds left in the game. Tight coverage here by the Wolves. Bucket no good. A blocking foul on Fitzwater.
That's, I believe, Fitzwater's 3rd or 4th foul. And
one ref is saying they should go to the line. Another one is saying it was on the floor.
They are saying it's on the line because that's the 5th foul. They're in bonus now.
Oh yeah, there we go.
But she has 3 fouls now, and just in this quarter alone, which
Kenzie Wilson's first is up and good. Second one's up and good. 10-point game here now with 47 to go. Buffalo's not going to foul. Allie gets it to Sailor. Sailor's going to drive in, back out. Finney Allen gets it over to Fitzwater. Back over to Allie. Buffalo's still not fouling. Allie outside of Finney Allen. And Wolves will look to just keep this one in their hands for the remainder of the game. And you can tell Buffalo is absolutely exhausted. 10 seconds remain.
This game is all but over.
That will be the end of the game. Senior night for the girls goes their way. Your score 39-29, a 10-point victory against a Buffalo team. We'll be back here shortly on RSWOS TV for your senior night festivities.
She would like to thank God for the guidance of Thank you.
Jerry. Welcome back here on RS Wolves TV, ladies and gentlemen, for your coverage of men's basketball. Reed Spring versus Buffalo. Going to be an exciting night tonight. My name is Keeson Chaplin. On the call with me now is Mr. William Strebe. It's going to be a great matchup tonight. William, what are you looking at?
We're looking at a great game here between two teams that their season hasn't been as preferred, but it's still been a pretty good year. There's been bright sides on both of them. And this is senior night here at Reed Springs, if you haven't seen yet. It's a very passionate, very loud crowd. It's going to be a great time. The seniors are about to come away with the win here, no doubt in my mind.
Here we go. Wolves fighting for it. A reach-in called on Buffalo to start out, and the Wolves will keep possession. Hedeker was driving inside to try and get a shot, and the Wolves now to inbound it.
We're going to go with Hedeker on the inbound.
Come into the baseline. Nope, now it's going to be Carpenter. Hedeker outside, gets it to Pettigrew. Outside for three, Carpenter, no good. Rebound, Buffalo. And here we go. That was Matthew Skinner, a player who made the game-winning touchdown catch against the Wolves football team this past year. As he fades away, no good. Rebounded by Hedeker. Phillips, spin move. Back out Hedeker. Gets it to Pettigrew. Pettigrew, strong pass to Phillips. Back outside Pettigrew. Hedeker, back to Carpenter. Pump fake. Over to Pettigrew, way outside the line. Gets it to Waters, back to Phillips. Phillips to Pettigrew. Back down low, Carpenter floaters up and good. The Wolves strike first blood. Here we go, outside. That's number 3, McGregor. Sorry, that was Braden McGregor. Has it now. Outside for 3, no good. Rebounded by Hedeker.
One miss for both teams on the three-point line.
Phillips for 2, no good. Rebounded by number 11, Trey Avon. And bringing it up now is Braden McGregor. Braden with his younger brother Brendan also on the starting lineup at number 3.
Good duo here.
Gets it over for 3. McGregor, no good. Rattles out and rebounded by Carpenter. Gets it to Pettigrew. Pettigrew has it. Look out behind you, young man. Keeps possession here. Carpenter gets it to Hedeker for 3. Yes!
Count it.
Here we go.
You know, lots of things in this game. They're flowing like water.
Referee blowing the whistle, and I think he's talking to the Wolves sideline. Anyways, resumption of play. I think they might have just given one of our players a warning, Calvin Waters. For some reason, wide open 3 on the way, no good. Rebounded by McGregor. Up, got it in. That was Braden McGregor, the senior.
Great rebound play there by Buffalo.
Here we go, Pettigrew, bring it up for the Wolves. Carpenter, who has 2 points already in this game, gets it out to Pettigrew. Pettigrew out to Waters. Waters gets it to Phillips. Phillips outside Pettigrew. Back over Kamani. Back over to Sam for 3 on the corner. No good, off the back iron and rebounded.
A lot of threes this game.
Brendan McGregor with the rebound, and here comes the Buffalo Bison. Outside 3, rattles out, rebounded here by Buffalo. Up, no good. Another rebound and a reach in. That's number 5, Blair Abraham, the 6'7" senior. As Jasso laughs in the background. Go ahead, say it, William. Say it.
I don't want to.
Say it. Say it. You know you want to. Yeah, there it is. He goes to the line for 2. First one's up, no good.
You cannot hear the crowd. They're doing everything to try to stop him from shooting, including yelling, "That's my man."
Yep, that's just what.
Keep in mind, we are by the Reed Springs student section.
Yep.
They have no clue who that is.
Abraham second, up, and got it.
That one was good.
Here we go, Pettigrew will bring it up for the Wolves. Gets it over to Hedeker. Outside, Phillips. Phillips back over to Pettigrew. Pettigrew outside Carpenter. Zone defense being played here by Buffalo. Wolves have to take advantage of it with the good passing as they do. Wide open 3. Pettigrew
Putting some water in the net. Like I said, the threes are flowing like water for this Reeds team.
Here we go, Brendan McGregor with the ball, gets it over. Back outside. That's Braden McGregor for three. Got it to go.
2-point game now. Lee's gotten cut down.
Here you go. Down low, Kamani. Back outside, Pettigrew for three. Contested. He is hot.
Do it again.
Here we go. 5-point game now for the Wolves. Outside for three. Wide open. Off the front iron. Too short. Rebounded. Down low. Pettigrew. Euro stepping. Got it. Wolves find themselves up by 7 early on in this set. And timeout! Timeout, Buffalo!
This game is being played by the perimeter.
Head coach Gage Myers will take the timeout as both teams will talk it over. Wolves find themselves up by 7. Here we go, coming out of the timeout break. Your score 13-6. Wolves find themselves up by 7 here early on in this match. Buffalo will take possession here as they get it out to Skinner. Skinner over to McGregor. Travel is called before the shot. And now the Wolves will take possession. That was Braden McGregor there getting called for the travel. Here you go, Pettigrew will bring it up court now for the Wolves. Pettigrew over to Carpenter. Carpenter outside Pettigrew. Down low, Phillips. Got it. Up, no good. Rebounded by Buffalo. Brendan McGregor with the rebound. The junior pulls it down.
Just barely missed there by Phillips.
Outside to his brother, Braden. Down low to Abraham. Back over to Skinner. And a clear travel, but they're going to call a block on Ty Fisher.
Actually, the last game we streamed fouled out, if I remember correctly, being very competitive. Perchance we might see some of that again today.
Here we go. Brendan McGregor will inbound it here, gets it to Skinner. Mid-range pull-up, got it. Brings it back within 5 now. Wolves need a score here on this possession to keep momentum. And Hedeker lost it. Tries to get it back. McGregor coming down court, lays it in. A 3-point game now.
Gotta take a little bit better care over that ball.
Gets it outside Phillips. Phillips to Pettigrew. Pettigrew over to Kamani, way outside 3-point line. Pettigrew, does he have it? No good. Rebound off the back iron and rebounded by Braden McGregor. Going inside is Skinner. That's a travel. And they call it as such.
Not a good look there for Buffalo. 2 travel calls already.
Pettigrew bringing it up for the Wolves. Gets it out to Hedeker. Over to Carpenter. Fisher gets it to Phillips. Back over, Phillips for 3. Yes!
You can count it. Wolves back up by 6.
The Wolves have been able to utilize their 3-point offense to their fullest potential. McGregor with it, getting guarded closely by Hedeker. He drives in and blocked! Blocked by Ty Fisher.
The competitiveness of both these teams is going off the charts.
Hedeker over to Phillips. Phillips over to Fisher. Back outside Hedeker. Hedeker driving in. Mid-range. Pull up off the backboard. No good. Rebounded by McGregor. And he starts holding his finger after that rebound. We'll see if that becomes any issue. And that one is way out of bounds. Skinner.
Kind of threw the no man's land there.
Yeah. Way over the head of his guy he was trying to pass it to. Here we go, outside Carpenter. Ball got away from him. Pettigrew goes to retrieve it. And it's stolen now. They're going to call a reach in, and it'll stay Wolves' ball.
There's been lots of turnovers this game.
Sorry. It's going to be Buffalo ball.
There's been lots of turnovers this game. It's looks like it's going to come down to whoever keeps better control over the ball. Also, whoever hits the most 3 points. It's been a very perimeter-owned game.
Here you go, outside for 3. McGregor, no good. Rebounded off the board from Pettigrew. Pettigrew bringing it up now for the Wolves. Gets it outside Phillips. Cross court and tipped away by Skinner, and it'll go out of bounds.
Oh.
As now we got some substitutions here. Blake Pettigrew coming in for Kamani. And number 13 for Buffalo. There is no number 13 on this roster, so no name from him. We'll just say numbers as Pettigrew launches another 3.
Pettigrew is going off this senior night.
9-point advantage for the Wolves. Outside, number 13, no good. Rebounded by Abraham over Phillips. Again, no good. Rebounded by McGregor. And it's going to be out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds with ball in possession, and so the Wolves will take back possession. Here you go, Pettigrew. That's Brody. Will bring it up for the Wolves. Blake, his younger brother, the sophomore out there as well. He gets it over on the wing. Back over to Brody. Brody gets it to Fisher. Fisher over to Carpenter. Carpenter directing traffic. Carpenter's just going to drive in, gets it to Phillips. Layup no good. Rebounded here by number 13. Here we go, a little crossover here from McGregor for 2. No good, but a foul. And he'll get a chance at the line for 2 to try and cut this lead down to 8, if that's 7.
Very competitive game so far.
Yeah, Wolves doing a great job on the perimeter. Brody Pettigrew has been on fire so far tonight.
Yes, indeed.
Braden McGregor.
First one, good.
Both of them fall. Here we go, outside Pettigrew. He's going to drive in, floater on the way, no good. And that would be the end of the first quarter. Your score 19-12. Wolves find themselves up by 7 here with the advantage. Welcome back to Our Sports TV, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Keaton Chaplin. Here with me is William Strebe. Your score 19-12 here at Jim Holt Court here in Reed Spring, Missouri.
Been a great game. food is good.
All right, not sure why you said that. McGregor for three, no good off the iron, and rebounded here by Blake Pettigrew. Hodges comes into the game for Sam Carpenter. Pettigrew, floater up, no good, rebounded by Fisher. Back outside, pump fake from Phillips, step back, foul, and he's going to the line.
Phillips not going down without a fight and a few points. And once again, the student section getting real rowdy over there.
I gotta say, the student section tonight is loud.
Oh yeah.
They're definitely alive. As the first one off the front iron, no good.
The high school student section to the right of us, and the middle school student section to the left of us. Both of them very loud. The middle school student section being very rowdy.
Hey.
High school student section being very
Second one
vocal.
up, no good. Rebound here by Buffalo. McGregor bringing it up for Buffalo. Number 13 driving in, back out to Brendan McGregor. Outside now, back out to Brendan for three, no good. Rebound by Hodges. Houston Hodges bringing it up for the Wolves. Ian Phillips driving in now. Pump fake and a foul. He's going to the line for two. Missed his first two. We'll see what he's got at the line this time.
Trying to take a few points with him here. Extend this lead to however much he possibly can.
Here we go. Phillips. His first is good. Carpenter's going to check in for Pettigrew. Kamani looking to check in here in a moment. He'll stay over at the scorer's table. Second one up, no good. Rebounded by Buffalo. 8-point advantage now for the Wolves. McGregor getting closely guarded by Pettigrew. Good defense here by the Wolves. Back outside Skinner. Skinner flips it to McGregor. Braden pulls up, got it.
What a play by Buffalo. Great floater there.
20-14. 6-point advantage for the Wolves. Hodges outside, Carpenter, jab step. Gets it over to Phillips, back over to Hodges. Hodges gets it to Carpenter, back out to Pettigrew. Pettigrew, jump step, back to Hodges. Good ball movement here by the Wolves.
Great ball movement by the Wolves.
Phillips outside, Fisher for three, no good, off the back iron, off the backboard, and rebounded by McGregor. Braden McGregor gets it to Skinner. Skinner is going to have a wide open shot, no good. Rebounded by Hodges. Flips it over to Phillips. Phillips over to Carpenter. Carpenter back to Hodges. Hodges pump fake. No, he will not shoot it. Pettigrew over to Carpenter. Back to Phillips. Phillips has a wide open shot. He'll just look to pass it. Now he'll jab step, run in, push foul on the floor. Wolves will keep possession.
Great ball movement here by the Wolves. Starting to pay off slowly with that foul there. Just tried to push in the paint, got shoved. As Phillips comes out, Pettigrew comes in.
Here we go, Kamani checks in now for Ian Phillips, and he will go to the baseline to pass it in. Gets it over Pettigrew, pump fake. And Fisher is fouled as he goes to the ground, and it will be a on the court foul. And we'll look to inbound it yet again.
Let's keep possession.
Down low, Hodges, outside Carpenter for three. Yes!
You can count it. We are raining threes. Three Springs is not slowing down.
9-point advantage yet again. 23-14. Whistles and a foul. It's going to be on the court, so they will inbound it now here for Buffalo. That's Brendan McGregor to inbound it for the Bison. Outside Skinner gets it down low to Abraham. Covered. Flips it up. No good. Rebounded by Kamani. Mani will keep the ball. Gets it over to Pettigrew for three. No good. Rebounded by Avon. Trey Avon will bring it up now for Buffalo. He flips it over to Skinner. Skinner's going to do a little bit of a go around, and they're going to call a reach in, or sorry, no, a personal on the shot. So Skinner will go to the line for two.
Big foul.
First one's up and good. Wow. That one, second one's no good. Rebounded by the Wolves.
Wolves still keeping an 8-point lead.
Gets it outside to Carpenter. Down low is Phillips. Hop step. Oh, definitely a foul there. A push in the back from Skinner.
Buffalo getting very competitive out here.
Yep, you can't be doing that. He was pushed way in the back. And that will be the fifth foul of the half. So Pettigrew will now go to the line for two. Wolves are now in the bonus.
Are now in the bonus.
First one's offline. And if you're the Wolves, you have to start capitalizing on these free throws. We've missed too many thus far.
Indeed. You just got to get back
Second
on
one's up, no good.
You just got to get back on track. Get back to your flow of hitting them.
And you can hear Shearer from all the way across the court yell, free throws. They're free throws.
Yes.
Here we go, three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebounded by Pettigrew. An 8-point advantage here for the Wolves. He's double covered and gets it over to Phillips. Phillips way over the head of Carpenter.
Bit of miscommunication there, or maybe just a hard pass. Just couldn't quite make the connection between the two.
Yep. Here we go, Abraham checking out for Buffalo, and number 4 coming in is number 4, Brett Patton. Here we go, blocked by Hedeker. They got it back outside Skinner. Skinner closely guarded by Carpenter. Carpenter tried reaching around, couldn't get to it.
Right there.
Here we go, Buffalo will inbound it here, gets it to Skinner. Skinner gets it over to McGregor. That's Braden for 2 off the front iron, rebounded here. Back to McGregor for 3. Yes!
Gets it.
23-18.
5.
Pettigrew moving up court for the Wolves. A 5-point game now. Flips it over to Carpenter. Carpenter closely guarded. Over to Phillips. Phillips back to Hedeker. Back over to Pettigrew. Pump fake. Got him jumping. He's going to drive in. He's got it.
What a play by Pettigrew. Wasting no time to shoot it in there.
Braden McGregor bringing it up now for Buffalo. He's going to get over to his little brother Brandon. Oh, sorry, Brandon. Yeah, Brandon. 3 on the way, no good. Rebounded by Hedeker.
Shearer yelling 3.
Hedeker is going to let his offense set up. Gets it down low. Pettigrew is going to get it up. No good. Rebounded by Braden McGregor. He's going to bring it up. Flips it over to Avon. Avon pump fake. He's going to drive in and up and in. Timeout, Wolves.
Great play there by Buffalo.
Nope.
By it.
Yep, Wolves will call the timeout, and they will talk about it.
trying to keep their lead going into this half.
Yeah, I mean they're still only up by 5. And I say only, that's pretty good with our standards, but we just can't let it slip from us because it's still a very reachable game here.
Yeah.
With just a little bit left to go in the first half.
Very reasonable. It's a very emotional game for some of these seniors too.
Yeah.
Especially with it being a senior night. You're a senior. What does it feel like here for you?
This is one of their last home games. They might have one this coming up Thursday against the Missouri Warriors, but other than that, this is one of their last home games as a boys basketball player. Now, some of these players will look to go off to college and try and play some ball while they're there, but for the most part, for most of these players, this will be their last game.
Oh, yeah.
Pettigrew out to Carpenter for 3, no good. Rebound by Hedeker. Back out Phillips. Flips it to Pettigrew. Good screen there by Phillips. No good. Rebounded by Hedeker. And a push foul is called.
Hedeker is doing great on the rebounds today.
Yeah. Hedeker's really fighting for it, and that foul will send him to the line for a chance at 2. Have to hit these.
Sacrificing his own body for him.
His first is up and off the back iron. Abraham checks back in for Buffalo. Second one's up, no good. Rebounded by Abraham.
Wolves really need to capitalize on the free throws, especially in the bonuses.
Loses it, gets it back in his possession. Braden Abraham out driving in, back out. Avon for 3, no good. Pushing foul on Phillips.
Buffalo waiting the inbound.
Here we go, outside to McGregor. He's going to spin shot, got it in.
What a play by Buffalo. Moving it to a one-score game.
3-point game now here for the Wolves. They need to get on their high horse and get a bucket. Hedeker directing traffic, gets it over to Phillips. Phillips over to Hodges. Hodges back to Ian. Hodges goes to the logo. Setting up a play now.
Mind like he didn't know he was going to do it there right there.
Back up top, Hedeker gets it to Pettigrew. Pettigrew's going to drive in. Outside Hodges, jab step over to Carpenter. Back out Pettigrew. Pump fake. Hedeker pump fake. Abraham, the 6'7" player guarding outside on Hedeker. Hedeker grabs the screen and gets it.
What a play by Hedeker.
Back to a 5-point game now, 27-22 with 40 seconds left in the half. For 3, no good.
Rebound goes straight to Houston's hands.
Hedeker bringing it up court and slowing down the pace. They want to take the last shot of this first half.
Shear is commanding his men.
22 seconds on the clock. They've shot down almost over 20 seconds now on this singular possession. Gets it over to Hedeker. Hedeker with 10 seconds left. Phillips, 8 seconds, 7 seconds and counting, 6 seconds. Move it over. Hedeker has it. They're going to call a foul on Buffalo with 1 and a 9/10 of a second remaining. Hedeker will go to the line.
Trying to put up whatever points he can before this game it goes to half.
You have to knock these two down, get some momentum going into halftime, and he does. Now a
Good job,
6-point
boys.
game for the Wolves.
Then they bring it to 7.
You say that again. Second one's up and good.
You've been getting real far with these 6-7 dunks, aren't you?
His shot's up, no good, and that will be the end of the first half. Your score, Wolves 29, Buffalo 22. Wolves have a 7-point advantage going into halftime. We'll be back after this short commercial break.
We sell all kinds of things. It's all donated, and we're all volunteer. So everything but the overhead for the building goes over to the shed.
Welcome to 417 Lumber, your local source for building materials in the Tri-Lakes area. 417 offers competitive pricing on foundation materials, lumber, windows, siding, hardware, and more. With our unmatched service and industry knowledge, make 417 Lumber your partner in all your building needs. We'll conveniently be located just off Highway 13. We look forward to seeing you soon. Go Wolves!
Welcome to Bone Stones and Landscape Supply here at the corner of Main Street and Highway 76 West. We have a wide variety of supplies, including some topsoil, a 3/4-inch granite, a red and black granite, as well as a 2.5-inch river rock. We can deliver. You can come pick it up in your truck or trailer. You can even bring a 5-gallon bucket if you have smaller projects that you're trying to do as well. We are always willing to work with our customers to try and meet their needs.
Welcome to Southwest Rehab. Our dedicated team of therapists are here to support you every step of the way. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, managing chronic pain, or aiming to improve your overall mobility and strength, we're committed to helping you achieve your health and wellness objectives. Let our team help you meet your goals.
My name is Mike Adams with Championship Martial Arts. We offer martial arts training for everyone ages 5 and up. Jab, cross, jab, cross, hook, cross, cross.
I'm Scarlett Ketcher with RS Wolves TV. Here I am with Crystal Robertson, the athletic trainer and now secretary for the high school office. Crystal, I just have a few questions for you today. One thing I wanted to ask you is, what made you want to be an athletic trainer?
So my freshman year of high school, I was playing softball and I got injured, and I missed the rest of my softball career and basketball career as a freshman. And so going through that process is what made me want to become an athletic trainer. I wanted to do something that was sports, because I love sports. I love watching anything, and I wanted medical. So I found athletic training, and that's what I wanted to do ever since freshman year of high school.
And when you were getting educated in that field, what was that experience like?
So, since I knew right from the start, I stayed with my degree program the entire time. So, freshman year, they started you in athletic training right away at Missouri State, where I got thrown in just watching for about 50 hours a semester. And then we had to do an interview process to get into the program for the next 3 years. And I was assigned to a different high school for a semester, then a college, and then clinic. So I got to work with Missouri State football.
Wow.
Freaking loved it. I got
That
to travel
sounds
with
cool.
them. And then did Parkview High School for 2 semesters in Glendale. Then went back to Missouri State and did field hockey and lacrosse. And that was really cool.
That sounds
I got to
cool.
be with them for their last season.
Yeah.
And then I did a clinic and found out that I did not want to do rehab for a full-time job. I wanted to stay at high school. So did that for 5 years. Then I just continued and got my master's for the next 2.
Wow, that sounds like a crazy and fun journey. Another thing that I was curious about, being an athletic trainer and a secretary now, what does your day look like? I mean, it has to be so busy.
I work out before I come here. So my day starts at about 4:30 in the morning.
Ooh.
Go to CrossFit, get my workout in, come home, get my kids ready. Then I start my day here at 7:15. And I stay in the office, which I freaking love. I love it so much. I love seeing all your guys' faces.
That's good to
Walking
hear.
through and seeing parents and everyone. Then after school, I start my athletic training job, and I'm here till after practices or games.
Is that difficult to balance all the responsibilities that you have?
Nope. So it's just kind of replaced from subbing that I would do full time, and so secretary hours are basically the same. And then I just go straight into athletic training.
And the last thing I want to ask you is, what is your favorite part about being in Reed Spring?
This is my hometown. I was a 13-year senior, so coming back here and seeing all the generations of kids and parents is just what I love. I love being here.
Those are some great answers. Thank you so much,
You're
Crystal.
welcome. Thank you.
Welcome back to RS Wolves TV, ladies and gentlemen, here for the second half. Your score 29-22. Wolves will start with the ball. Hedeker gets it to Pettigrew, and we are underway here at Jim Holt Court. Wolves with a 6-point advantage coming into this third quarter.
Once again, I just want to shout out the band. They had a great halftime show once more. They play great music every time they come here. They also had a great year this year during the football season.
Here you go, that last shot offline here. Pump fake by Skinner. Gets it over to Avon for three. No good, and rebounded by Carpenter. Carpenter gets it to Hedeker. Hedeker driving in, back outside. Pettigrew for three. No good. Trying to get the rebound was Fisher, and they'll call a foul on Ty Fisher.
He's getting aggressive, trying to get that ball back.
What is up?
Here you go, outside Skinner for three. No good, and rebounded here by Phillips. Phillips gets it to Hedeker, then gets it to Pettigrew outside. Back out Carpenter. Carpenter directing traffic, gets it over to Phillips. Phillips over to Fisher. Fisher back to Phillips. Phillips down low to Hedeker. Hedeker over to Carpenter, and Carpenter over to Pettigrew. Great ball movement here by the Wolves. Over to Phillips, pump fake, down low, Fisher. Back over to Phillips, back over to Carpenter, and back over to Pettigrew. Down low, Hedeker for two. Got it!
Once again, the Wolves showing their great passing mind.
A 9-point game now yet again for the Wolves. Buffalo getting it over to Avon, gets it outside to McGregor. Brendan, no good, rebounded by Pettigrew. Carpenter outside, gets it over to Phillips, over to Pettigrew, and then to Hedeker for three. No good. Way offline and rebounded by Abraham. Gets it over to Braden McGregor. Shot blocked by Hedeker.
Great job there by the Wolves. Trying to extend their lead by any means necessary.
Gets it to Pettigrew on the logo. Gets it over to Phillips. Phillips back to Brody. Brody over to Sam Carpenter. Carpenter directing traffic. Bounce pass to Fisher. Fisher outside Pettigrew. Over to Phillips. Phillips outside Carpenter. Back to Pettigrew, up and got it! Over the 6'7", Abraham.
Great job there by Pettigrew.
For three, no good off the front iron. Rebounded by the Wolves. Carpenter gets it, and he will bring it up court.
Wolves up 11, trying to do everything they can to do nothing but extend their lead.
Here we go. Ball tipped and out of bounds. Houston Hodges will come in for Ty Fisher.
A great game here for the Wolves as they look to continue their dominance.
Here we go, Pettigrew outside to Carpenter. Gets it over to Hodges. Hodges to Phillips. Phillips back to Carpenter. Hodges moves over to the wing, down low to Hedeker. Bounce pass over to Phillips. It will go Wolves' way. Last touch by Brendan McGregor.
Great job there by Ian Phillips, making sure he doesn't touch it. That way the Wolves can keep possession.
Here we go. Hedeker will inbound it here for the Wolves. Outside Pettigrew. Gets it back down low to Hedeker. What a pass to Carpenter and a foul on the shot. He'll be going on the line for two.
Great job there by Sam Carpenter. Drawing that foul. Trying to take it to the line and extend this lead by even more.
Carpenter's shot. And he's got it. A 12-point game now. Wolves with tons of momentum with 4.5 minutes left in the third. 34-22. Make it or keep it 34-22. McGregor gonna drive in. That's Braden. Gets it over to his little brother Brendan. Brendan back to Braden. Braden down low to Abraham. Outside to Braden. Braden over to 13. 13's gonna drive in, loses it, and a reach-in is called on Carpenter. That's Sam's second foul on the match. Brendan's gonna pass it in, gets it to Braden for 3, no good. Rebound by Hodges.
Going Wolves' way, trying to extend his lead once again by any means necessary.
Phillips over to Carpenter, wide open 3! Yes!
You can count it.
Down low, 13, up, got it. Timeout, Wolves. (37-24), a 13-point game now for the Wolves.
It's been a great game for the Wolves. They look to continue their dominance and pick up their third win on the season.
Yeah, this ball club just 2-18 on the year, but Buffalo as well only having 3 wins themselves. So this is a very winnable game for the Wolves.
Oh yeah, it matters a lot tonight too, especially with it being senior night. Wolves won it bad here, especially their seniors.
Here you go, Pettigrew is going to bring it up for the Wolves. Gets it over to Carpenter. Carpenter back to Phillips. Pettigrew, Hodges on the corner, down low, Hedeker. Back out Pettigrew. And over to Carpenter, back to Hedeker, outside Carpenter, pump fake. We'll give it off to Hodges. Ball movement here, reigning supreme for the Wolves. Outside, Phillips over to Hodges. Carpenter for 3 now, yes!
He gets it. 16-point lead. Wolves not slowing down, starting off hot this second half.
Here we go, a push foul on Phillips. That's going to be the Wolves' 4th foul of the third quarter. One more, and they're going into bonus. That is Phillips' 2nd foul on the game. Here we go, outside, number 13 is going to drive in. Against Hedeker, foul, and he's going to the line for 2. And that will also be the 5th foul of the match, or of the third quarter. So, or sorry, no, that does not count to the foul total. The Wolves' next foul will put Buffalo in the bonus. A 16-point game. Wolves up here as they miss both those free throws. Wolves bringing it up court. Carpenter, heat check, no good. Rebound, Abraham.
Barely short there. A little more power and it would have been golden.
Outside, Braden gets it to Brendan. And a travel from Brendan.
Good call. Buffalo looks like they are starting to fall apart here. Once again, student section getting a little feisty.
Bring it up for the Wolves. He's going to drive in. And a blocking foul there is going to get called on number 13. Wolves will keep possession. Still a 16-point game here with 2:25 left in the third quarter.
Wolves wait for the inbound. Hodges gets it. Hodges is being covered over there.
Outside, Houston gets it to Pettigrew. Up and in is Hedeker.
Hedeker having himself a game.
Abraham uses his size to get up and gets the hook to go. Hodges is going to go up court. Phillips is going to drive in, back out to Hedeker. Hedeker steps back over to Hodges. Hodges, wide open three from Phillips. Yes!
Good. The threes are flowing like water here at Jim Holt Court.
Almost a 20-point game. 19 separates these two teams. That one is swiped away, and a foul is called.
The foul's going to be on Kamani.
First one is up and good.
And Dominic English comes in. The sophomore has looked really good during that last game we streamed.
McGregor's second is off the front iron, and no rebound from the Wolves.
Great play by Buffalo, not quite wanting it to die.
Gets it over to Hedeker. Over to Carpenter now, and gets it to Hodges. Back to a 16-point game now for the Wolves. Pettigrew tightly covered by McGregor. Up and got it in. $18-point game, make it back to a 16-point game. Half a minute left in the third quarter. Hodges is going to get over to English. Pettigrew out on the logo. Screen here by Hedeker, back out Carpenter for three. Good!
Carpenter has been electric from three tonight.
10 seconds left in the third. McGregor is going to get a shot off. He's got it.
What a play by McGregor.
Clock's going to keep running, and that will be the end of the third quarter. Your score 50-33. Wolves up by 17 here on RS Wolves TV. Here we go. Welcome back to RS Wolves TV here at Jim Holt Court. Your score is 50-33. Wolves up by 17 points against the Buffalo Bison. Gets it over to Brendan McGregor. And Braden McGregor now gets it over to Skinner, back over to Avon. Back to McGregor for three, no good. Rebounded by Pettigrew.
Wolves looking to close out this game with a dominant blowout win over Buffalo.
7.5 minutes left in the contest. Hedeker crossover, tightly guarded here by Skinner. Back over to Hodges. Over to Carpenter. Back to Pettigrew for three, no good. Rebounded by Abraham. McGregor gets it over to Skinner. Skinner over to the other McGregor, that's Brendan. Brendan gets it to Braden. Braden for three, no good. Off the front iron and rebounded by Hedeker.
A little too far back there for him.
Hodges will drive in. He's going to get it up and blocked away by Abraham.
The 6'7" kid.
Yeah.
Kamani looking for the rebound and the inbound. Gets it to Pettigrew. Pettigrew looking around.
Here we go. Pettigrew's going to drive in on the layup. Up and good. McGregor's going to get it over to his younger brother, Brendan. Gets it over to Skinner. Skinner's going to get it up and good for number 13.
Great lob there by Buffalo.
Hodge is going to get it over to Pettigrew. What a pass to Carpenter. He's got it in.
Good. 19-point game.
Skinner's going to bring it inside and got it up and in. A 17-point game still for the Wolves. Good passing here from Reed Spring. Stolen by Abraham. Abraham's going to drive in. Up, no good, and a foul. He'll go to the line for two.
Great steal there by Buffalo. Trying to rally here. The last 5 minutes and 41 seconds in the game.
Abraham's first. Got it up and in. Second one up, no good. Hedeker's going to lose it, and picking it back up is Carpenter, as that one's going to go out of bounds.
Gonna stay Wolves ball.
(54-38). Wolves up by 16. Pettigrew going to get closely guarded here by McGregor.
Timeout Shear.
Timeout called by Shear. 5:20 left in the game. Wolves up by 16. Here we go. Wolves going to come out of the timeout break here shortly as they find themselves up by 16 points, one of the largest margins they've had all season long.
Oh, yeah. Been a great game for the Wolves, especially here on senior night.
Yeah, it just means something more with it being tonight of all nights.
Oh, yeah.
Pettigrew brings it in and gets it over to Hedeker. Hedeker over to Carpenter. Carpenter in trouble, gets it to Pettigrew. Phillips tracks it down, up, no good. Rebound, Buffalo.
Just barely missed it, Phillips.
Braden McGregor is going to push it inside. Skinner is going to get a floater off. No good, and a foul on Tyler Fisher. Just under 5 minutes left to play in the game.
Sure, yelling at Fisher, telling him don't foul him.
Skinner's first is up and no good. Skinner's second up, no good. So two must-have free throws are missed from Buffalo. Outside Pettigrew. Pettigrew spinning. Trying to get open. Carpenter down low. Fisher for two. Got it up and in.
Fisher getting his revenge.
56-38 now. A 18-point match. Driving in is McGregor. Stolen by Hedeker. What amazing defensive prowess there.
Wolves got a chance to take it to a 20-point or more lead.
Outside Pettigrew for three. No good. Rebounded by Phillips. Phillips gets it to Carpenter. Carpenter retains possession. Lob pass over to Fisher. Tipped away and stolen by Buffalo. Abraham's going to drive into the lane. A block. Shot counts, and he'll go to the line for another.
Wow. Good job there by Fisher getting back there and trying to get the charge. Just did not go his way.
Yeah, I mean, he put his body on the line. And Tyler Fisher will foul out of this game. So Houston Hodges will come in for the Wolves.
It's the second game Tyler Fisher has fouled out on.
Yeah, I mean, whenever you're a center, that's a more physical center, that's bound to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go, 15-point game, 4 minutes left in this contest. Hodges is going to get it outside to Pettigrew. Pettigrew over to Hedeker. Hedeker to Hodges. Wolves just playing keep away at this point. Pettigrew's going to drive in, gets it outside Carpenter, back to Hodges, and we'll do it again. Both teams reset. Outside Pettigrew. He's going to drive in. What a pass to Carpenter, but no fouls called.
He wanted one, though.
Carpenter with some good defense here on McGregor. Gets it over to his brother. Now down low, Skinner. Outside. Down low to Abraham. For two. No good. Rebound, Skinner. Fighting for it. Going to be a jump ball, and the Wolves will take possession.
Great job by the Wolves, staying aggressive.
Here we go, Hodges will drive in, back out to Phillips. Over to Pettigrew. 2:50 left in the game. Pump fake from Phillips. Up, no good. Rebound, Carpenter. Or sorry, not Carpenter. Shot no good, rebounded by Pettigrew.
The ball is going to... No, Shear called a timeout beforehand. Refs are going to give the timeout to Shear.
Yep, they got the timeout off. And so Wolves will keep possession coming out of the timeout break, and Buffalo coaches want an explanation. They say, hey, I thought that was a jump ball. One of your guys called it a jump ball. Another one called it a timeout. Which one is it? They're going to say, well, he called it a timeout. Wolves up by 15 still with about 2 minutes left in the game. 56-41, a great game from the Wolves, and a game where really the Wolves have just competed as a team overall.
Oh yeah, very competitive and aggressive game here by the Wolves. They really wanted this win badly, and they fought for it. They deserve it.
Yeah.
The largest lead was 19, correct? Try to take it up by 20, just get as many points as they can. Show everyone why the Wolves want to be here.
Here we go, Hedeker bounce pass over to Pettigrew. 2.5 minutes left in the contest. Cross pass over to Pettigrew. Down low, Hodges blocked away, rebounded by Hodges. Up, no good. Rebound, Hedeker. Reach in on the ground. Wolves will keep possession.
Great play there. They couldn't quite get it in, but they got the they got the foul.
Here we go, Hedeker will inbound it here for the Wolves. Outside Pettigrew. On the corner, gets it back down low, Hedeker. Good pass here to Carpenter, but stolen. Couldn't reel it in. McGregor pushing in. And if you're Buffalo, you got to take that shot right there, because now you just missed that layup when you had an easy three-pointer. Hedeker will rebound it and take it up for the Wolves. Easy pass down low to Carpenter.
Great play by Carpenter.
Now a 17-point game yet again for the Wolves. Step back three on the way. No good. Rebounded by Pettigrew. Pettigrew almost loses it. Gets it out to Hedeker. 1.5 minutes left in the game. Wolves up by 17. That one's up and no good. Rebounded by Buffalo. Buffalo's going to drive in. Spin shot. No good. Rebounded. No good again. Rebounded by Abraham. No good. They cannot get a shot in.
Abraham
After the fourth try, they finally get one in.
That's Calvin and
so now Blake Pettigrew will come in for Kamani, and Calvin Waters comes in for Carpenter. With a minute left in the game. Stolen away. Abraham gets it up, no good, a foul. And he's going on the line for two. Just under a minute left in the game, and barring any sort of miracle, the Wolves look like they will get their first win in over 2 months, I believe. I don't think they've gotten a win since last semester.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been 2 months. Pettigrew and Hodges will come out for the Wolves. Hedeker and Carpenter come in. An all-senior lineup for this Wolves team. Timeout Buffalo, so they still want to try and get as many points on the board as they can. Still see if they got a fighting chance.
Yeah, they got 1 minute left. They need 13 points. See what they can do.
Here we go, coming out of the timeout break. Your score 58-45. Wolves up by 13. Buffalo with a quick 4 points. And now they have full press. Pegger is going to break it. Passes it over to Phillips. He can't grab it.
Close.
So here we go. Just under 50 seconds left in the game. Skinner for three. No good. Rebound, Waters. Hedeker is going to drive in. That's the dagger. That should end it. 30 seconds left.
Wolves refusing to let this
Up by
opportunity
15.
slip away.
Three's good. Make it a 12-point game. 20 seconds left. And the Wolves will just look to run it out. 12 seconds. 10 seconds left in the game and a foul. And now we got an all JV lineup in the game. So they give their seniors their break.
Student section shouting, I believe that we will win.
Yeah. And the Wolves will come through with this one. The Wolves' first win in over 2 months comes at the hands of senior night. We will see you guys soon later on this week. Hopefully, tune in to RSWolves TV whenever we get that notification. We'll see you then. Good night. Have an amazing week.